Introduction and context. The podcast begins with a host introducing Major Dalim as a significant figure in Bangladesh's history. He is described as a hero of the Liberation War and a key player in the events of 1975. The host emphasizes the public's eagerness to hear from him, particularly regarding his role in shaping Bangladesh's history. Major Dalim addresses the audience after years of silence, congratulating the younger generation for their partial victories and movements against elitism, but reminding them that true revolutionary success requires continued struggle and self-reliance. Role in the Liberation War. Major Dalim recounts his contributions to Bangladesh's Liberation War in 1971. He defected from the Pakistan Army along with Lieutenant Noor Chowdhury and Lieutenant Major Rahman, both of whom later became colonels. The three officers had specialized training in commando operations, intelligence work, and warfare tactics. They risked their lives to reach Delhi, where they were received by Indian officials, including Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, General Ruman Singh, and D.P. Dhar. After discussions and briefings, they were handed over to the Mujibnagar government. Leaders like General Osmani, Commander-in-Chief of the Liberation Forces, Tajuddin Ahmad, Prime Minister of the Provisional Government, and Kandakar Mushtaq Ahmed, Foreign Minister, formally integrated them into the liberation effort. Dalim and Major Rahman were appointed guerrilla advisors to sector commanders. They were responsible for recruiting freedom fighters, training them, and overseeing operations across 11 sectors. Noor Chowdhury was assigned as Chief Personal Staff Officer to General Osmani at Mujibnagar headquarters. During the war, Major Dalim actively participated in numerous operations and was injured 4 times. His injuries required extensive medical treatment, including reconstructive surgeries. He was honored with titles like Veer Vikram for his bravery. Post-liberation contributions. After independence in 1971, Major Dalim played a crucial role in building Bangladesh's military infrastructure. He helped establish the Bangladesh Military Academy, physical training schools, weapons training facilities in Sylhet, and other institutions. He was responsible for recruiting around 25,000 former freedom fighters into various branches of the armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force. Despite his significant contributions, he faced challenges due to political interference and favoritism within military leadership. The political climate leading to August 15, 1975. Major Dalim delves into the deteriorating political situation under Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's leadership. Baksal, one-party rule. Sheikh Mujib abolished multi-party democracy by establishing Baksal, Bangladesh Krishak Shramik Awami League, on June 7, 1975. All political parties were banned, and independent press was suppressed. This move alienated many sections of society, including intellectuals, bureaucrats, and military personnel. Economic mismanagement. Widespread corruption plagued Mujib's government. The famine of 1974 caused immense suffering due to poor governance. Smuggling and counterfeit currency further destabilized the economy. Rakhi Baini. A paramilitary force called Rakhi Baini was established but became notorious for human rights abuses. Indian influence. Dalim criticizes India's role in shaping post-independence Bangladesh. He accuses India of attempting to turn Bangladesh into a client state by weakening its military and controlling its policies through Indian experts. The August 15th coup. Major Dalim provides insights into the events of August 15, 1975. The coup was not an isolated incident, but a culmination of widespread dissatisfaction with Mujib's rule. On that day, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and most members of his family were killed at their residence on Dhanmondi Road No. 32. Major Dalim announced the coup over Radio Bangladesh. Sheikh Mujib has been killed. The army has taken over power. The coup leaders included several army officers who believed they were acting to save Bangladesh from further decline. Aftermath of August 15th. Kandakar Mushtaq Ahmed's presidency. Kandakar Mushtaq Ahmad assumed power as president after Mujib's assassination. The Indemnity Ordinance was passed on September 26, 1975, granting immunity to those involved in the coup. Countercoups. On November 3, 1975, Brigadier Khaled Mosharraf led a countercoup. For imprisoned Awami League leaders were killed inside Dhaka Central Jail during this period. Rise of Ziaur Rahman. Ziaur Rahman eventually emerged as a key figure during this turbulent time. Dalim reveals that Zia initially worked with their group under a Quranic oath but later distanced himself from their plans. Personal incident with Ghazi Gholam Mustafa. Dalim narrates an incident from 1974 involving Ghazi Gholam Mustafa. During a wedding reception at Dhaka Ladies Club for Dalim's cousin, Ghazi Gholam Mustafa orchestrated an abduction attempt against Dalim and his wife Nimi following a minor altercation involving Nimi's brother Babi. Ghazi arrived with armed men in Red Cross microbuses and forcibly took Dalim and Nimi away. The situation escalated until Sheikh Mujibur Rahman intervened to resolve it. Views on Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. While critical of Sheikh Mujib's policies and governance style, Major Dalim maintains a respectful tone when discussing him personally. He disagrees with labeling Mujib as father of the nation, arguing that Bangladesh's independence was achieved through collective effort involving many contributors like Tajuddin Ahmad and others. He criticizes what he perceives as an attempt by some groups to deify Sheikh Mujib or turn Awami League politics into a form of religion. Legacy and reflections. Major Dalim reflects on the revolution's unfinished goals. He emphasizes that true revolutionary success has yet to be achieved. He urges younger generations to continue fighting for economic self-reliance, cultural sovereignty, and strong national defense. The role of India. He accuses India of undermining Bangladesh's sovereignty post-independence by imposing its influence on governance structures. Ziaur Rahman's betrayal. Dalim expresses disappointment over Ziaur Rahman breaking their Quranic oath but acknowledges Zia's contributions during his tenure as president. The need for unity. He calls upon all revolutionaries, past and present, to unite for building a prosperous Bangladesh based on justice and equality. Conclusion. The podcast ends with Major Dalim expressing hope for future generations while acknowledging that much work remains unfinished. His narrative sheds light on pivotal moments in Bangladesh's history while offering nuanced perspectives on key figures like Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Ziaur Rahman. Thanks to Iftikhar Ahmed.